All right, CoastLife, you know what time it is because check it out. We're spilling the tea. It is that day of the week with our friends at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. They're always helping us spill the tea. So, before we spill it,
what are we drinking?
Let's check it out. I've been so excited for this one. This is Mocha Mushroom Herbal Tea.
Now, see, I've heard a lot about like mushroom coffees, but I haven't heard as much about a mushroom tea. Very interesting.
And I love the smell.
Yeah, it smells really nice. It smells like kind of earthy, but also you smell that mocha, so it's gonna be. I'm excited to try this one too.
This might be one of my favorite smelling ones. Yeah. Don't let the mushroom fool you. All right, so this has, I can't even pronounce some of these yummy looking things. Cocoa shell, cocoa nib, licorice root, cocoa powder, cinnamon, mushroom, all that good stuff.
Sounds like a winner, especially as the seasons change.
That's right.
Speaking of, they have a spiced chai tea that I've been obsessed with for some time, and I've been adding a little bit of it into my coffee in the morning.
At the Spice and Tea Exchange.
From the Spice and Tea Exchange, yep. And it's fantastic.
Okay, so we'll have to try that out next too.
Yes.
Alrighty, well I'm gonna start to spill the literal tea here.
Alrighty,
we'll try
and
it
I'll
out.
start spilling our figurative tea. How about that, the drama tea?
I cannot wait to hear it.
We know that weddings, people get a little crazy at wedding season. Yeah. So this is from a disheartened bridesmaid, I guess, is what I'm going to say.
Bridesmaid drama is always good.
Oh, isn't it? It's always rich. So here we go. This person writes, I was delighted when my sister asked me to be a bridesmaid. I know this is something she's been wanting since forever, and I'm happy for her. It all started going downhill, though, when she began hinting that the other bridesmaids need to start covering their tattoos. She says, my sister has a tattoo, and she's going to cover that as well. Reason being, her in-laws don't like tattoos. They don't like people with tattoos.
Oh, come on.
They're also asking the girls to cover up, head to toe. They don't want anything hanging out.
Okay.
But the actual reason that the sister dropped out, she says, the reason I dropped out is because she's pushing us into completing an exercise plan in order to lose weight. She says, my sister is very skinny woman, while the rest of us are kind of big. I feel bad for dropping out when she needs me the most. I know that this is what I signed up for, and the bride is always right, blah, blah, blah. Now she's mad at me because she has to find another maid. What do we think?
It's very obvious how I'm feeling here. But first, let's take a sip of this tea. I need to bring it back down.
To the center, yes.
Before I get mean, yeah. Ooh.
Ooh, that's almost like a good dessert tea, you know, that mocha flavor.
The aftertaste of the mocha, I'm very happy.
It's a new favorite tea.
This is banging.
This one's joining the club.
Ooh, see, now I'm in a much better mood to talk about this tea. So here's the thing with what you just told us.
Yes.
So she said in there, the person who wrote in, the bridesmaid, you know, I know this is what I signed up for. It's not. It's not what you signed up for, okay? As someone who's been a bridesmaid a lot, always the bridesmaid, never the bride, until next year, you hear me? But like, I've never been asked to lose weight or cover something up or anything. And then, I mean, yeah, this is what you're supposed to do. Hey, what color are we wearing? Is there a certain style of dress you want me to wear? Maybe I get it for like religious things. I know some churches you can't have the shoulders out or whatever, so that makes sense. But what up, girl? Like,
as soon as, and this is something that I hear, it's a common story that you hear where bridesmaids are asked to look a certain way or be a certain size for the wedding, and I can't. Or even if a bridesmaid loses more weight than the bride, then that also like can send the bride. And like, that's not why you have invited these people to partake in your day.
Right.
They are there to celebrate you, the love of you and your person. And even for her to say that, like, I know this is where my sister needs me most, it's not.
No, this is silly. And to say, I'm gonna judge the in-laws real quick too. To say that, like, I mean, I get it. Covering up a tattoo, if that's what you want to do it.
Sure.
I know lots of girls who love their tattoos, but maybe just not for their wedding day. That's fine. But to say that your in-laws don't like people with tattoos,
tattooed people,
you're being a little ridiculous. You're marrying into their family. What do you think they're going to do? See you have a tattoo and kick you out?
Right? I don't know.
I want to know, this is the other thing. I want to know, where's the husband in all of this? That has made the bride feel so, like looks and all of this matter so much.
I know.
I'm getting fired up again.
I know. Yeah, weddings, man. They make people go batty.
Yes. Being there for your sister is great, but you have to do what's best for you and your own mental health and your own self. So go to the wedding, have a good time. But if this is just being too much.
And that's not to say either that like maybe if she kind of comes back around, the bride, if she realizes all of these requirements are sort of silly and asks the sister to back into the wedding party, you can always say yes again too. Like that's
I don't
not
think
unreasonable.
It's a deal breaker. No, we were talking about this actually before, not on camera, but there have been brides who have told bridesmaids, don't get pregnant before my wedding, don't dye your hair a certain color.
Like, who are these friends? These people are supposed to be your friends. You can't tell your friends these things.
No, this is silly. So look, weddings are stressful. We get it. We're not trying to be mean to you, girl, but just take a deep breath. Love life. You get one day, hopefully one wedding. You're not gonna look. Who even has pictures of their bridesmaids up in their house?
It's honestly like it's so funny. My parents, I mean, they've been married. They just celebrated. They're in the 40 years of their wedding anniversary, and I mean, they have their wedding photos in a photo album that's somewhere in the closet in the house. I mean, part of it because the 80s, the camera quality wasn't quite as good, but. And nobody's just taking the time to digitize them, I guess. But like, there really aren't that many photos of their wedding day in our house.
Same.
And I think that's common. You know, you get your one really great photo, and like maybe that's the one you blow up and you hold on to. But now I think with social media, that's kind of where wedding pictures tend to live, and so it's not.
Yeah, my parents' Labor Day just celebrated their 30 year, and same. I don't think we have a lot of pictures in the house, but there's not one wedding photo with the bridal party in it.
Yeah, the photos aren't going to be the thing that people look back and remember. It's going to be the party. It's going to be the celebration. It's going to be how much fun everybody had at your wedding. So make it fun. Don't make it any more stressful than it already needs to be.
That's right. We're here for you, both of you, the bride and the bridesmaid. You guys are going through a lot. We're here for all of you on Delmarva, though.
Remember your sisters, all right? Love each other.
Exactly. Yes, that's a good point. Don't ruin it over a tattoo. No. Silly. All right, keep sending us your tea. Again, I just want to give one more shout out because Spice and Tea Exchange knew what they were doing with this. Ready? Write it down. Mocha mushroom herbal tea.
Yes.
Don't sleep on it. It's delicious. All right. Oh, cheers. We'll be back for another Spice and Tea Exchange. Spilling the tea. You can always email us, team@coastlife.com with your drama. Right now, though, we're going to do something else. So we'll be right back.
Spill the Tea was brought to you by the Spice and Tea Exchange of